1914. After the assassination of Prince Franz Ferdinand of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the German Empire declares war on Russia. Because of established alliances, France is preparing for conflict. A few hours after the announcement of the general mobilization, German civilians living in France are asked to leave the country.
Hey, how's it going guys? Chris here, and in this video I'll be giving my full review on Valiant Hearts: The Great War. It's a puzzle adventure game with 2D visuals developed and published by Ubisoft. Valiant Hearts is available on both the PS4 and Xbox One's online stores and can be downloaded for PC. We're taken back to World War I, a time period which rarely even exists in video games, and Valiant Hearts follows the stories of 5 main characters, 4 humans and a loyal dog, who are all conflicted in the war in some way or another. They all have their own adventures which often clash along the way, forming some strong connections with the characters you get to play as. Emile is a French farmer who goes looking for his son-in-law, but ends up getting captured by the Germans and becomes a prisoner. Karl, who is Emile's son-in-law, was told to become a German soldier, leave his wife and depart from France to fight on the front lines. Freddy, an American soldier, fighting in memory of his wife, who was killed because of the war, and Anna is the field medic, out to help fallen soldiers and aid the injured. The characters' stories interlink, and all of their tales accompanied by a dog called Walt, who was raised in the German military and trained to become a dog medic for the German army. He separates from his owner near the beginning of the game, and assists the other characters along with their journeys. Even though the game is set out in a cartoonish form, the separate tales all highlight the true horrors of war, and it also shows that many different nationalities were affected. Although there are some light-hearted characteristics, there's some deep underlying messages throughout the game which are historically accurate, delving into some of the practices and weapons such as using gas bombs and flamethrowers that would have been used in the First World War. I enjoyed the emotional aspects of Valiant Hearts as it made the characters more meaningful, and the way they connected in the whole story was well done. Valiant Hearts is something that you don't come across much in games. It has characters you actually care about, and a story that is both compelling and engaging. The actual gameplay is mainly focused around solving simple puzzles to progress the story. The puzzles themselves aren't particularly hard, but they do require some thought and the game's mechanics to solve, such as throwing a particular object at something or finding an item for somebody, who will then give you something in return to help you carry on. The simplicity of the puzzles you come across keep the game flowing without ever really leaving you stuck and frustrated, and in a way this helps with moving the story along. If you ever do get stuck though, you can access hints sometimes to help guide you to the next area. There's some action based parts of the game which involve you dodging from incoming bomb attacks, machine gun fire and other threats. These sections help liven the game up and give you some more faster paced action as opposed to the slower puzzle solving other side. Both elements are used throughout all of the character storylines and help to pace the game better, bringing some variety in the gameplay. Some parts even put you in driving sections, where you have to dodge other vehicles, obstacles and incoming enemy fire. These can be quite comical and also help vary the gameplay a bit from the rest of the game. As you solve the many in-game puzzles, you'll also need the help of your canine companion, and though you don't really get to control the dog, you can command him to fetch objects that might be out of reach, or to push levers and access areas that you can't. So the game runs by the UbiArt framework engine that was previously used on Child of Light and the Rayman Origins and Legends games. It has flat but charming 2D visuals and has very crisp looking vibrant colours and detailed drawn landscapes and characters. Everything moves smoothly even whilst playing, and it often feels like they're playing a cartoon or a comic. I didn't come across any issues with the graphics, and for the style of the game, the 2D graphics fit well with the overall theme. Valiant Hearts has a very pleasant style about it. Although the game depicts some harsh topics on death and destruction caused by the conflicts of war, it also has other more light-hearted, resilient subjects such as friendship, love and heroism that tie in more with the whole way the game is presented. This allows the game to be accessed by younger audiences, but can still be enjoyed just as much by older gamers too. I think the art style is very good, and although we're constantly being reminded by the underlying theme of war and the casualties it brings along with it, the styles and colour palettes help brighten up the depressing topic and turn it into something charming. Diaries for the characters can be accessed through the menu, giving you more information and content about the different protagonists, as they travel through their own tales, giving their own thoughts and feelings on events that happen in the plot. This helps with building the story, and it's a nice feature to help develop the characters. Throughout the game you also gather facts about World War I that you can see in the menus too. These are there to provide you with further backstory to real life events in the war, and some of them are actually quite interesting if you can be bothered to read them. It's a bit random how they added these facts to Valiant Hearts, but they do help link the game's often cheery looking visuals with the reality of what actually happened. Though backing out of the menu whilst playing can ruin the pacing of the game a bit, and there's constant prompts suggesting that you do this throughout as you play. Overall, the game is roughly about 6 to 8 hours long, depending on how fast you can solve them many puzzles. There's not a whole load of replay value, though there is a lot of historic items and facts that you can find, and the game boasts over 100 collectibles, each with their own info section, giving you plenty to read once you've collected them. This might add some time onto the game's length, but for the average player, it's not exactly a long game, and a lot of you will probably complete it quite quickly. Valiant Hearts is a game that displays all the horrors and ruination of war, but yet doesn't put you on the trigger of a weapon to do so. Though the whole concept of Valiant Hearts has dreary tones, these are uplifted by the game's unique art style. Simplistic yet engrossing gameplay, combined with the decent storytelling and solid presentation, makes the game a special, if not slightly easy experience. It might not be a brilliant choice for the more hardcore gamer, who demands more of a challenge, but it's a nice experience for anyone wanting to follow a game with greater emphasis on its narrative and play something fresh. It's a short but sweet game, and it's rare to see one like this, delivering an emotional journey that puts you in the shoes of characters who'd rather save the lives of others than take them away. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe to my channel to see all of my old, new and upcoming videos. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.